Very good morning, aspirants. This is me, Yasmin Gill, presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 9th of January. So you can follow all these videos on this particular link of an academy, and you can also rate and review them. And how can you do so? Just go on an academy, search PIB January. So you'll come across a separate MCQ course. So when you click on it, under review section, you can write a review, and under the ratings, you can also click on those stars to give the star ratings. So let's begin with a couple of instructions. Do watch yesterday's PIB summary, plus as soon as you attempt all those questions, do mention your scorecard. Beginning with the first question, it should not have been what, it should have been where is Uttarayan held in India? Ujjain, Ahmedabad, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh. So very important festival and important from culture perspective also, and the correct answer to this is Ahmedabad. So it is held across Sabarmati mainly. The beginning starts there at least. So Ahmedabad, and otherwise it is popularly also known as International Kite Festival. Next, which among them is true of National High Speed Rail Corporation? A. It has been formed as a special purpose vehicle. B. It has been formed as a subsidiary of Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, which is a mini Ratna public sector enterprise. C. Both of them are correct, or D. None of them is correct. So this is the very body which is to come up with the building up of bullet trains. So if you look at the correct answer here, the correct answer to this question is both of them are correct. So it was recently in news in Indian Express, so I just thought to inculcate about what exactly National High Speed Rail Corporation is. Next, what is true among them? A. Round on household assets and indebtedness is a study conducted by World Bank in India. B. As per the study, the credit uptake and the debt burden has grown among many Indians. C. An increasing percentage of this growth in what? In the debt burden, has been found to be for creation of productive assets. D. The growth has been seen faster among the urban scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So this also study, it was published recently, in fact yesterday only in Indian Express. So looking at the correct answers here, the first one is wrong. Why? Because this study, this very popular study related to indebtedness in India, is conducted by NSSO. Also do mention in the comment section under which ministry does NSSO comes. Now if you look at B, yes, debt burden has increased in India. If you look at C, no, this is wrong. See, much of this debt, the growth in this debt is not used for productive assets, and that is the bad point of it. It is mainly used for day-to-day household expenditure. If you look at D, yes, it has been very faster among the urban SCs and STs. So the correct answer here is B and D. Next, which among them is correct? Very important. A. Larsen Sea is a popular ice shelf in Arctic region. B. It is the smallest one among Larsen A, Larsen B, Larsen C. C. Ice shelves contribute to sea level rise due to their thin layering which withers off very fastly. D. They strengthen the land ice and keep it inland. So there is a very important climatic change going on. So looking at the correct answer here, if you look at option A, the first one is wrong. Why? Because this popular ice shelf is not in Arctic, rather in Antarctic. If you look at B, it is not the smallest, it is the largest among Larsen A, B and C. If you look at C, ice shelves do not directly contribute to sea level rise. What they are, we'll do it in the next slide. If you look at D, they strengthen the land ice. Yes, they actually strengthen, and I would say their presence actually prevents sea level faster rise. So hereby we have only D as the correct option. So it is in Antarctic, it is the largest. See, ice shells are very thin sort of ice, I would say, layers which float and do not directly contribute to sea level rise. Because it's not easy for them to melt, they keep on floating on the ocean or the sea level surface. Also, whenever they are present along with a big glacier, they act as gatekeeper to that particular glacier. NASA has called ice shelves as the gatekeepers of glaciers. And what does gatekeeper mean? It doesn't allow glaciers to directly pour themselves into sea and I will contribute to sea level rise. Once they are present, they actually stop glaciers from moving into sea. But once they disintegrate, the ice shells disintegrate, then glaciers directly move into the sea, leading to a heightened sea rise. Therefore, they act as gatekeepers and prevent much of sea level rise. So also they do not contribute directly to sea level rise. Plus, now why is this important? Because this particular shelf, Larsen Sea, is showing a cleavage. It's showing a big cleavage over time, and scientists and researchers are predicting that this shelf will actually break away from the Antarctic's main portion or mainland. So that is the cause of worry here. So only D is the correct answer. Next, which country has recently come up or created an environmental police? Russia, China, Norway, Denmark. So if you think over it a little bit, you'll realize a few days back we also did that, okay, by explanation only I'll be coming up with answer as well. So see, few days back we did that. China actually, in fact, Beijing came up with its orange alert, right, due to this prevalence of smog. Smog is a very, very popular phenomenon in winter season in China. So therefore, China is the country which has come up with environmental police. Next, which country is planning to introduce uniform prayer timings for different Muslim sects present in that particular country? Afghanistan, Indonesia, Pakistan, Libya. So it is just planning right now to introduce uniform prayer timings, and the correct answer to this is Pakistan. Next, which among them is true? A. Midas is a project which is carried out in Antarctic. B. It is a Norway funded project. C. Both of them are correct. Or D. None of them is correct. And well, the correct answer to it is only A. Why? Because this is a United Kingdom, that is UK funded project. Next, which country is facing a probe by United Nations to send its forces to Haiti without cholera vaccination? Very important. Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. And well, sadly, the answer to this question is India. See, what has happened was, our peacekeeping forces go, and similarly, Nepal also sends its peacekeeping forces to various other countries in various projects. So, similarly, Nepal had sent its peacekeeping forces to Haiti. Now, do tell me in the comment section, firstly, where is Haiti located? Okay, now these peacekeeping forces do not use proper sanitation mechanisms there, and led to a cholera outbreak in Haiti itself. So that was done primarily or initially by Nepal. Simultaneously, United Nations said that every other country which will now send its peacekeeping forces to Haiti will send those forces with proper cholera vaccination. India did not take care of this, and we sent them without cholera vaccination, and we have come under a probe by United Nations related to this. Also, Haiti has accused United Nations for leading to a cholera outbreak in the country. So here we have also, which were the forces? Assam Rifles were the forces. Also, this is the corresponding article. Next, what is true of them? A. Horizon glow is a bright star somewhere between moon and earth. B. NASA has recently figured out that electrostatic forces are responsible for horizon glow. C. Both of them are correct. D. None of them is correct. So this is also very important, and if you look at the correct answer to this question is only B. Amazingly, you will be surprised to find out that horizon glow are actually dust particles. Now, this dust particles, they are found on moon, and they are found to be floating several centimeters high. Now, what confused the scientist was that there is no wind, there is no flowing water on moon. So how are these dust particles above the surface? Why are they floating above the surface when in fact there is no push or force to actually propel them in the up air? So in that context, there was a lot of research going on, and NASA recently came up with the idea that this is because of the electrostatic forces. So it has decoded, and what it has said is that when these dust particles, which are very, very small, they are exposed to UV light or electrically charged gases such as plasma, they automatically leap above the surface, and when this is visible, or when this is seen from various space shuttles, etc., it is seen to be a very shining light, and therefore it is known as horizon glow. So when on the moon, when these particles are above in the air, so what happens is the light scatters to them, leading to a horizontal glow. Next, which among them is true of tigers? A. As per IUCN, there are 9 subspecies of tigers, 5 of which are extinct in the wild. B. Tigers are indicators of ecological wellness of planet Earth. C. The conservation of tigers offer immense ecological services in terms of carbon storage value. So again, important, and the correct answer to this question is B and C. So if you look at A, yes, there are 9 subspecies, but out of them only 3 are extinct in the wild, the 6 are not extinct. If you look at B, yes, these both are correct. How? See, if tigers have a proper numbers, their proper numbers are there and they are not less in number, they will keep a check on the herbivore population. But in case tigers population go down, herbivores population will go up. Now, an increased herbivore population will consume more and more of trees, more and more of plants, and I have not said complete trees, obviously, plants, and more of green cover, right? Leading to an increased carbon dioxide emissions in the carbon emissions in the atmosphere. So in that context, reduced tiger population is very harmful. Once tiger population are high, herbivore population are low, thereby plants, etc. are protected and carbon storage is done. So hereby we have B and C as the correct option. Also, you can follow this corresponding article of The Hindu. So that's it for today, friends. If you like the initiative, do not forget to rate and review it. Thank you so much and have a great day.